Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
Back to the ground with Carter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sam Hubbard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
now, and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow, flush to his right. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
On 1, ready?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't...
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue him a little bit.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
But Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action now. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. T.J. Hockenson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow will throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Looking for the end zone.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action with Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They'll give to Carter here on the option.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here taken in by Isabella.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Jets. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down, pat, and I just remember it was clear. I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly.
And that's caught inside the 35.
This is my mode, baby.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now it's Crowder. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Burrow looking to pass. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
And you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 23 yards, the final tally. Now it's Wilson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. That's Isabella open on the right side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Slip 61. That's my slide.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the play, and it'll be second and goal. To the end, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's second and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to look deep down the field. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. To return it, Darius Phillips.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Burrow.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That ball complete to Isabella. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Michael Carter,
his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
On the return, Phillips.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
8 yards to go on second down. A handoff to Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down, Bengals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Nixon will try the right side. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 49. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Phillips. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. There he goes, right side.
This is my road, baby.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Escaping the pressure right. Airing one out for Boyd. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes left side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 14.
you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Once again, they run with Mixon. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been found for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On 2nd down now, it's Carter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
137 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Carter once more. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win in part the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.